Now, KGUN-9 on your side first warning weather with meteorologist Aaron Brackett.
Welcome back. We had some pretty intense weather on top of Mount Lemmon earlier on today. Then again this afternoon, we saw what looked like another thunderstorm was going to fire up and bring some heavy rain. It fizzled off pretty quickly. Did give some lightning, though, to those northern skies above Tucson. And right now, we just see pretty much the entire region socked in with cloud cover. A little bit of a return there in our high levels from the radar. This is not hitting the ground at that last frame. Here's what we're looking for, though. As we go forward in time, the next couple days, we're watching an area of low pressure actually come from the east and move toward our direction. It's one of those cutoff lows, which means it's cut off from that main flow that remains far off to our north. So right now, a pretty heavy band of rain from Dallas up to Amarillo, Lubbock area, and then over into New Mexico already forming from this system. And we're looking at Texas. We're looking at the Midwest tonight because this weather is actually headed our way. Pretty interesting. Here's what we're looking for as we go toward tomorrow and Tuesday, lasting through Wednesday. This low is going to move right into the Four Corners region. It's going to give us that continued chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some of them might have some pretty heavy rain. So here we go. It moves in from the east. Thunderstorms not only are just going to be an afternoon phenomenon, as we usually see in monsoon, they will continue through the overnight hours. They'll have that additional forcing that we don't have usually, and that'll keep them going. So we'll be concerned about flooding, not as concerned about high wind. We'll be very saturated. When you have a saturated atmosphere, that makes those windy conditions a little bit of an afterthought. Still, we'll be watching it. And of course, we could see some small hail as well. Because of this, the National Weather Service acting ahead and already putting out this flash flood watch. Graham, Greenlee County, Cochise, and portions of eastern Pima and eastern Santa Cruz County. This goes for tomorrow through Tuesday and could be extended to cover the Tucson metro. We're going to watch that very carefully the next few hours. So here's the sky cam. Not too much motion on the tree outside. Still rather warm, though, 91 degrees at the Tucson airport. And you can see that wind out of the north at 5 miles per hour. Pressure relatively low, and we're going to watch this fall, too. As that low works its way a little bit closer, these numbers will trickle downward. Humidity 34% at the present. So we were up to 102 today. Pretty close to that forecast high. 108 in Casa Grande, still sizzling up to the north in Phoenix and Gila Bend. And a little bit of a rain cool there later on after our highs in the 90s from Sierra Vista to Douglas. Now, lower 80s. Very comfortable. Almost the weather where you can actually open up the window and let nature do the cooling. Well, that's going to be okay because we should keep things mostly dry tonight. Not bad in Wilcox either. Look at the dew points, though. This is the only caveat. Still pretty moist out there. 60 in Tucson, 60 also in Oracle for the dew point. So tonight, notice how the rain chances really stay off to the south. They really do fizzle out. This is 5 in the morning, early tomorrow. Watch as we start the rain chances northern Graham and Greenlee County. This is 11 o'clock. Then as we go into the later afternoon hours toward the commute, look at this rain coverage, really just saturating most of the area. There's Tucson right there. You got I-19 south and I-10 crossing, and you can see that the rain showers and the thunderstorms, they're sticking with us. This is what we talked about, that persistence through the overnight, which is why we're a little bit concerned about some flooding potential, especially off the Tucson's east, where those soils are already saturated. So for tonight, just a 20% chance of thunderstorms. Really, that should be about a 10% now. We've seen that coverage go down pretty substantially, but look for tomorrow night, things ramping up 40% down to Tucson, even a 60% chance as you get closer to that New Mexico border. So 80 degrees for tonight, muggy, mild, partly cloudy skies will be with us. We're mostly cloudy now, then we'll see those clouds start to depart. As we look toward tomorrow, 101, that'll be an early high. The clouds will roll in, then those thunderstorms, and they'll stay with us for a while too. We had to 91 in Sierra Vista, 94 for you in Wilcox, heading to 85 in Show Low. And we'll see the rain once again moving in from the east. Look at the 7-day now. Some real high rain chances. 40% late tomorrow. That continues overnight into Tuesday. Very cool afternoon high temperatures because look at that substantial chance of rain. 80% Tuesday, 60% Wednesday. Keeping those percentages high through the week. And most importantly that I'm looking at, the temperatures low. So yeah, we'll enjoy some cooler temperatures, but all of our eyes will be glued to that radar and glued to those rain gauges, as we could see potentially a lot of rainfall.
I saw some pretty cool clouds today.
And you'll see many more in the days to come, for sure.
Yes,
I can guarantee that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you guys, a former